Good afternoon, students. Today I am giving a lecture on derivative. Already in the last class I covered the introduction section of derivative. What is derivative? What do you understand by derivative? And already discussed the forward contract in the previous class. Today we are taking the another type of derivative, that is future contract. What is future? Future is also like a forward contract. In forward contract we are having a two party, and it is over the counter transaction where the buyer and seller directly negotiate with each other and there is no any intermediary between them. But when we are talking about the future contract is basically the contract which is similar to forward contract but having certain standardized format, as there is an involvement of exchange between the buyer and seller. It means all the transaction will be taken through the exchange, unlike forward contract where we are doing a transaction over the counter. There is no any regulatory body in the forward contract, but the future contract is come under the provision of regulatory agency like SEBI and other agency who regulate the market. Now, what is future contract? Coming to the what is future contract? Future contract is a contract which is having a obligation on buyer and seller to deliver a particular underlying commodity or financial asset at pre-decided price, at pre-decided time and a pre-decided quantity. The three things which we need to pre-decide. We are deciding today, but we are going to perform that particular activity in the future. Why we are doing this? Why we need future contract? The thing is here why we are doing so, because think that one farmer is cultivating a sugarcane. Now, what is the fear or the risk he is having in his mind? The fear may be that the price he will going to get in the future of the sugarcane is maybe more than the present spot price, or maybe less than the present spot price. The fear is he will get a less price in the future. If he get a more price, then he is happy. There is no any fear of risk. There is no any fear, no risk there. Then what the farmer can do to hedge his risk, to reduce his risk. And one more thing, you need to understand what is a spot price. What is a spot price? Spot price is the price of any commodity or any asset presently prevailing in the market, that at what price in present time that particular commodity or that particular asset is trading. That price is basically known as spot price. And the derivative definition is already there, the value derived from the underlying asset. And that's why if the farmer is having a fear to get a less price in the future of the sugarcane, what he need to do? He will enter with the contract with the sugarcane mill, so that he will get a price which is already guaranteed in the future and hedge against the price fluctuation. Now, what the sugarcane farmer will enter into the contract with the sugarcane mill and try to hedge his present position against the price fluctuation which he may face in the future. The price is already locked today, the quantity is already locked today, and the time of the delivery of the sugarcane is also locked today. That is all about the future contract. Here I am giving you a very informal example. It is basically look like a forward contract, but the same thing when the same type of contract when become standardized, the quantity become standardized, and exchange come into the existence between the buyer and seller, the two party are not knowing each other, and through the exchange the transaction is carried out, then these type of contract is basically known as future contract. Now, coming to the advantage of future contract, why we are using future contract, or what type of advantage or benefit you are getting, or the facilitate, what type of facility the future contract or derivative market is giving you. The first benefit or the advantage which is given by the future contract or the derivative market is hedging. You can hedge your position, you can minimize your risk. Already I told you that how you can minimize your risk, and the person who is performing this hedging is basically known as hedger. And hedger must be a person who may be a producer of particular commodity or asset, or who may be the user of particular commodity or asset. As the farmer is the producer of sugarcane, and that's why as he is having a physical access or physical holding of that asset, so he can take a counter position to hedge his risk against the price fluctuation which may occur in the future, which may give him a loss in the future, or may he suffer a. But one thing more, when we are hedging our position, we are blocking our future opportunity to get a more profit. It means that you have already selected certain price. Think you have selected a price of 20 rupees. You will get in the future only 20 rupees, but in the maybe at the time of expiry of the contract, the market price or the spot price in the market become 25. So you may, if you are not having entered, if you have not been in the contract, you may have an opportunity to get a 25 rupee in the future, but as you are obligated to deliver the sugarcane per piece at 20 rupees, you need to perform your obligation at the time of, you compelled to perform your obligation at the time of expiry, and you need to sacrifice your 5 rupees of profit if you are in the contract with some other party. So that is also the demerit of future contract, that it may block your opportunity to get a more profit. You are blocking your profit by taking a counter position, but it will also give you a safety, security, guarantee that you will get a certain rate in the future which is already fixed today, and you are safe and secure against the price fluctuation which may occur in the future. Now, the second thing is the speculation. What is speculation? How we understand speculation? Basically, when we are thinking that from the present price, the price may go up or go down, what we are doing? We are speculating, we are thinking, you are having maybe a perception or intuition about the price, or you are forecasting that from here the price will go up, or from here the price will go down. So what you are doing? You are not having any physical access of the particular commodity or asset. It means the speculator, the person who is doing a speculation is known as speculator, and the speculator is not a producer or user of particular asset or the commodity, but he is only speculating against the future price, which, or forecasting the future price which may occur in the future and reap a good profit in the future. It means if think that the gold price is currently trading at 40,000 per kg, Now, if we are thinking that the gold is 10 gram of gold is trading at 40,000 per gram, and we want to hedge against the hike or against the price hike in the future, what we will do, we are speculating that from here the gold price will go up. So if we are speculating or we are having a forecast that from here the gold price will go up, we can take a contract of 1 month of mini gold and take a long position. When we are buying a particular asset, then we are saying that we are taking a long position in the future. But when we are selling the particular asset, we are taking a short position. It means when you are buying a particular asset, you are obligated to buy a certain asset or commodity at the expiry of the period. You are obligated to buy that particular asset, and you need to pay the amount what is already pre-decided at the time of expiry or at the time of delivery or at the time of settlement, cash settlement. Now the other thing is that if you are a short seller, you are selling the position, then you are having the obligation to sell particular asset at pre-decided price. You need to deliver that particular asset or have a cash settlement at the time of expiry. So you are obligated to sell when you are having a short position, and when you are having a long position in the future, you are obligated to buy that particular asset or particular commodity in the future. Now the speculator is doing a speculation on the basis of intuition or forecast and ripe a good profit on the price fluctuation what he have already forecasted. The third is the price discovery. The future contract or the trading in the future market or derivative market is having done on a very large scale. It means the volume is very large. There are many shares can be traded at one time, because in the derivative market the trading is done on